Revival, I'm in the building.
Let's
go.
Live with the Revival!
Let's go.
Let's go. Man, y'all know what this is. Peace and blessings. It is your boy, Eli Rax, a.k.a. Vibes, and welcome to New York Revival, where it's not just sports, it's entertainment. And I'm here with my brothers, man. You guys know who they are, and that's Mr. Glass Half Full, and that's
Angry Spiro.
I was about to say it ain't half full today.
It ain't today. It ain't today.
Oh, not today.
Angry Spiro is in here.
Well
and of
done.
course, my brother, El Jefe, a.k.a. White Jersey, a.k.a. Blue Jersey, a.k.a. Brother, I saw the sketch and I had something in my mind and now it's gone. This is what happens. This is what happens when you grew up in a rough life and you get a little older. Your brain cells is just not the goddamn same. I should tell you, I was ready to go, and I'm sure I'll remember it in the middle of the show because I was like, I always got to have something for El Jefe. And my brother, great
was a
video,
good
by
one.
the way. Great damn
You're talking
video,
about
by the way.
the car ride? You had something from the car ride? Which was a non-moving car in my driveway.
Which was fire. But you know what it was? It was the one from the speaker. It was the speaker one. When he was talking to them, it's like, pull around, sir. What the fuck was it?
Oh, yeah. When he's at
no work,
Welcome back
today?
Welcome back.
No work today?
Yeah, something of that nature. But no, it was something at the end. All right, I'll get back to it. Sorry, guys. And shout out to you.
Anyway.
Yes, you, the Revivalists in the chat. Please hit that thumbs up, share, and subscribe. We do appreciate all the support. If you are watching from X, please hit the heart button. Please hit the repost button. Hit that follow and the notification bell as well. To get your comments featured, we can see them on X. Go ahead and get in there, but the party is really on YouTube. So head over there, hit that subscribe button and thumbs up as well. Guys, we got a lot of stuff to talk about, man. Shout out JS in the building, man. Wow. Speed. I'm gonna just rip the Band-Aid off. Hef, if you don't mind, my brother, tell them why you mad, Speed. There's a lot of stuff to talk about. Well, let's sound off for the one. You got
Where
it,
do you want to start? Where do you want to start?
You got it, big dog. We following your lead today. You said we going live. I said, yo, let's do it. We're following your lead today, big dog. Where we starting?
Hey, listen, let's start where, the most recent, freshest wound is, and that's the Eagles going to the Super Bowl. In an NFC Championship game where they scored 55 points, looked virtually unstoppable. The Giants' nightmare is playing out. It played out right in front of us. And the funny part is the losing side of that game was still Jaden Daniels, who's going to be a nightmare for the next decade plus for the Giants. I mean, that's the losing side. The winning side
is the good news.
Yeah, right. Oh, God. And then, so, our hated rival with Saquon, their best player, MVP level player, just fucking taking them to the Super Bowl. And Nick Sirianni's heading to his second Super Bowl in 3 years. What kind of world are we living? Jalen Hurts, and all respect to Jalen Hurts, good quarterback, but he's heading to his second Super Bowl in 3 years. And the Giants are sitting at home with their best player, with what's supposed to be their best players, talking on Twitter to Des Bryant and fucking. But we'll talk about that later. I'll unpack that later with Kayvon. But let's start with the Giants fans. Now, Giants fans, apparently, there's some of us rooting for the Eagles, rooting for the hated fucking Eagles, because I'm just really trying to grasp this whole thing, right? Because either you respect them as a team, right? Because that's your thing. You say, hey, I see a good team, I'm rooting for them. But you're not respecting the Chiefs, who are going for history, for a three-peat, and you're potentially seeing the greatest quarterback of all time win. Instead, you'd rather root for a division rival in a hated city, a rival city. You're rooting for their team instead. Or you're rooting for Saquon because he's a good person, I guess. And you like good people, so you want to see good people do good in the world. Like, what the fuck? What are you doing? What are you doing? Why are we rooting for Saquon? Saquon chose to go to Philadelphia, and I love the guy. I respect him, what he did for the Giants. but I'm not rooting for him anymore. I'm sorry. You lost that ability when you went to Philly. And I don't. When do we become so weak? When do we become so petty? You hate the Giants so much that you're rooting for their biggest rival. That's why you're rooting for them. Like that's another thing where people are like, hey, fuck Joe Shane. I'm rooting for the Eagles because I want to see them, do great. Because fuck Joe Shane. We're so lost. We're so lost. And I got more to say, but take it from here. Somebody take it from here because I got more to say after this.
Let me say this, F, if you don't mind.
Go for it, bro.
Let me say this because not too long ago I would like to see Saquon go off in the playoffs, and I'm paraphrasing. I have no idea what the hell I said, but man, I got some backlash for that. Guys, let me make this clear. I'm a loyal guy, okay? And I'm loyal to friendships and friends that we have on this show here. Shout out to our brother Tiki Barber. I don't know if they patched that up, him and Saquon. I don't know. But guess what? If they didn't patch it up as fuck Saquon until it's up, you understand me? Of course, guys, I was trolling. So with that being said, I would never want to see Saquon raise a Lombardi trophy ever. Listen, if he does. More power to him. And a lot of people will say, man, well, hey, OBJ raised one. Well, OBJ wasn't in our division. And plus, that relationship didn't buckle and crumble. Saquon Barkley poked fun at us. Saquon Barkley's doing this thing. Listen, good for you, man. But for me to sit here and root for you guys, the Philadelphia Eagles, which we already know how that fan base is, why are we playing stupid to this, guys? We know they're complete assholes over there. We know these guys have a problem over there. We know there's something in the water over there in Philadelphia, and it ain't good. Okay, so for me to sit here and go, man, I don't want to see Patrick Mahomes do a three-peat. Go make history, Pat. Go kill him. Destroy him. I hope you score 65 to their 55. I hope you go in there and put up mad numbers. And guess what, guys? If you think for a second, listen, bet the underdog. People gamble. I get it. But if you think for the second that Spagnuolo don't have something in mind for these Eagles, you are sadly mistaken. This is why he is the man. This is why we say he needs to be in the Hall of Fame. This is the reason why. So for you guys to sit here and say, I just want to see Joe Shane more upset, so I'm rooting for the Eagles. What kind of fan are you? You weak. You are so weak. This is what the Giants has done to you. What a damn shame. I'm pissed just like you are, but I would never in my life root for the Philadelphia freaking Eagles, hands down, man. I'm sorry I just had to say that, brother. Hef, what you got, bro?
I understand the hatred for what the Giants have become, and like we're a laughing stock right now. We're the butt of every joke. We've become the Cleveland Browns of the last 20 years or whatever. Like we are that team now. We accept that, but don't let that anger for Mara and Shane and company make you forget that Super Bowls are forever. It is very short-sighted to say, "Oh, I hope Saquon goes fucking off just to piss off Joe Shane and John Mara even more." No. Super Bowls are forever. Eventually, Saquon will retire. Inevitably, Joe Shane will be fired. That Super Bowl is forever. We hang our hat on it all the time. We still to this day talk about Eli's 2 rings all the time and what he did. These are forever. So don't forget, the Giants will be relevant again. They will bounce back again. That Eagles Super Bowl is forever, and it will be the Giants who fucking sent them there by allowing Saquon to land there. Do not forget the pride you felt during those Super Bowls and what it means to be a Giants fan. I am mad as fucking anybody at ownership and the brass at the Giants and what they've done. But it's the fucking Eagles. This is your sworn enemy. And don't forget that.
Dude, it's like, you know how they, you know how they say, like, you know, you root for the cloth. Like, you don't root for the players, you root for the cloth, you root for the jersey, right? Like, you should be rooting against the jersey. I know, like, the Giants suck right now, but you should be rooting against green. Like, you hated them back in the day. You can't, now you just love them because Saquon went there, or you love them because of how bad the Giants are currently. No, you root for the cloth, you root as a Giants fan, and you root against the Eagles. You root against Philly. And, you know, this, like, the other part of this is that the Saquon story, man, like, it just keeps getting worse and worse and worse.
Yep.
Like, I have to get links sent to me every day from my brother-in-law about how stupid the Giants are for letting go of Saquon Barkley. How we kept Daniel Jones over Saquon Barkley. Like we didn't relitigate this
We
thing
know. We know.
100 fucking times over. I got to hear about it every single day. And I got the other brother-in-law saying how pathetic it is to be a Giants fan. And like you said, Super Bowls are fair. The only thing I might have to hang my hat on is that we have 4 Super Bowls. I saw 3 of them. That's the only thing we got. If it's 4-2, you start cutting that thing. That excuse starts going out the window, and it's going to get worse and worse. And then I got my wife, who I argued with all the time. I said Sirianni's a terrible fucking coach. Hurts is a mid quarterback. Now I got fucking egg on my face. What am I supposed to say about Sirianni anymore? He's going to his second Super Bowl in 3 years. Hurts is going to his second Super Bowl in 3 years. Got nothing left, bro.
Like we all agree how punchable Sirianni's face is.
Sure.
Him holding the trophy next to Saquon will be a moment that will live on forever. 20 years from now, that's going to be a picture. It's going to be a poster. How you could possibly root for that? No matter how angry you are as a Giants fan, it's fucking sickening. And I understand, like Sal had a good point in the space today talking about, I'm just fucking numb as a Giants fan.
Yeah.
They have dragged like all the life out of me as a fan. And I understand that. And there's a lot of truth to that. That's why I always put I'm dead inside as the fourth and final option on any poll we put out there. And it usually wins.
It does.
Right? But you will be alive again. Don't let them, stack Super Bowls, because we saw, granted it ended with Plaxico shooting himself, but the difference in 08, the 08 Giants versus the 07 Giants, similar rosters, right? But in 08, they knew they could win a fucking Super Bowl. Yeah. How different did they look? They ran off 11-1, and they were fucking absolutely cooking.
Yeah.
That's because they had a confidence. They weren't an underdog anymore. That's what winning a Super Bowl will do for the Eagles. And they got back 2 years later after losing one. If they win one, they're going right back, dude.
And they're not. There's nothing stopping them from doing that.
Exactly,
they're young.
Dude.
They got a great offensive line. They have the best GM in the league who continue to plant great team after great team since 2017. This is not a fluke. Nope. They've been to 3 Super Bowls now since 2017. So they're not going anywhere.
The way everything seems to bounce away from us, everything has bounced towards them. Like, not only have they made great personnel decisions and drafted great, but they've had like just studs fall to them. Like all these Georgia defenses, like just the stud of the draft seems to just fall into their lap. And now they've just been stacking this. They lost Jason Kelce and it didn't matter. It didn't matter.
No.
That's how That's how good a GM he is. And they're not going anywhere, dude. That roster is fucking stacked.
They lost their center in the middle of the game. It didn't matter. They just supplanted him with the guard. Then they lost their guard, and they put another center in. That worked. Like everything, Nakobe Dean, their starting middle linebacker, who's been a star for them this year, goes out. Their defense doesn't lose a fucking nothing. They lost nothing. Just like nothing ever happened. Oh, goddamn.
So now if you want to be a Giants fan, it's Spagnuolo you're rooting for, okay? And that's you nailed it. Big difference with Odell. He did not go to the division rival. They sent him to the fucking Browns to die. Right? That's what you do when you trade a player. You don't let him go anywhere where he's a threat to you.
And
it's
listen,
like
we already know
enemy a gun saying don't shoot me.
And we already know why Saquon picked the Eagles. Yes, I do understand it's closer to home. He went to Penn State. I get all that stuff. But you don't think in the back of his mind for a second he wasn't like, in the division, I could show him what they lost? Yep, put me there. I'll take the Eagles. I'll take that. Because you know how I know.
Yeah, all of that. Yep.
Exactly. You know how I know he had that calculated? It's the fact that he shot that damn commercial, that sleep aid commercial, and was like, you're losing sleep, huh? Like, come on. This is all calculated. We all know. So for you to say, fuck it, I want Sirianni. I want Joe Shane to feel some type of way when Saquon Barkley wins the Super Bowl. I'm rooting for the Philadelphia Eagles. Cut it out. You fell and bumped your head for a second, all right? We're not doing this. Giants fans, we're not doing this. We're never going to root for the Eagles. We're never going to root for the Cowboys. We're never going to root for maybe you can root for Washington because they've been down so much, but I can debunk that. But
if they're playing Philly, yeah.
Exactly. You know what I mean? Like, at the end of the day, guys, it's hierarchy here. You know what I mean? We know who we hate the most, and that's Philly. We can never, ever root for Philly, guys. This is what it is. Why we lose? Like, why we fell and bumped our heads? We really did. Stop.
Are you
cut the madness, cut the malarkey,
or a Giant fan? Are you an Odell fan or are you a Giant fan? Like all these people that go out and root for these. Listen, I'm happy for Saquon. I am genuinely happy as him as a player for being healthy, for showing his true talents and what he should have been as a Giant. We failed him, but it doesn't mean I'm going to go out and root for the Eagles because of that. Like, I'm happy for that guy. Trust me. Like, if I could just in a vacuum, I'm happy for him. Doesn't mean I'm going to root for the Eagles to win. I hope he goes off for 200 plus yards in the Super Bowl, has a great game, and the Eagles lose by 3 points to the Chiefs.
Yeah. Has an MVP ever been on the losing team?
I think it's happened like once or twice, but it might happen.
I'm fine with that happening.
Sure.
Like I placed a bet 2 weeks ago, Saquon Super Bowl MVP, just in case.
Not a bad one.
Now that thing is slow cooking. But like, I want the Chiefs to win by point, but Saquon goes ballistic. Give him MVP.
Exactly.
I don't care.
Exactly.
The Super Bowl,
Yeah.
the Super Bowl is forever.
And talk about. I want to talk about one more thing here.
Oh, go ahead, man. So is it Jaden Daniels?
No, well, Jaden Daniels. Listen, he's a problem. We're gonna get, we're gonna have to face him so long. And thank God for Tommy DeVito winning those, 3 games. And we got no Daniels, no May, no nothing. And part of the reason why the Saquon thing hurts the most is if we do trade him, we probably lose enough games to get one of those guys, and that's probably the thing that stings the most for me. Yeah.
Yo, you're absolutely right? Like, they understand that they probably wasn't going to keep any of these guys. Like, you knew Saquon you wasn't going to pay, and you gave him all his guarantee money. At least in the middle of the season, you could have traded the guy, got a second rounder, or not a first, but you could have got a second rounder, third rounder, and you could have used that as leverage. Like, there's even Xavier McKinney. If you knew you wasn't going to freaking sign the guy to a long-term extension, why you didn't trade him? Like, this is just Joe Schoen. I'm sorry. I gotta calm down because Joe Schoen. Guys, I'm not gonna lie. I'm done crying over spilt milk. That's
Me too.
I'm just done because I'm like, dude, I'm gonna go down this rabbit hole and I'm gonna be pissed off at the GM forever and ever. You know what I mean? But man, he really whiffed it. He really messed us up and set us back another 2-3 years. I really think. You know what I mean? Like, you just can't. And listen, I don't mind giving someone a shot. I don't mind giving someone a shot and go through their growing pains, whatever the case is. But when it's this egregious, you got to be like, man, you sure you was ready for this? Like, you sure? Like, I interviewed you, but shoot, are you sure you could do this? Because you're looking real crazy out here. And this is what John Mara's saying to himself right now. But I'm telling you, man, I don't know, man. I'm done crying over spilt milk, but sheesh, he screwed the pooch on that, man. And it just makes me perturbed even more when I hear Joe Schoen's name and all of these scenarios come up all over again. You know what I mean? But I want to say this, B. Jaden Daniels is a star. A lot of people will, and I said a tweet yesterday, I was like, listen, the Washington Commanders is going to come back and they're going to be okay. These guys are going to be playoff contenders and etc. And everybody in my comments, well, you're not so sure of that. You're not so sure. You know what I'm sure of? That the Giants are not going to win the division next year. All right. I'm sure of that. Let's say that. All right. I know the Washington Commanders is going to be up there and then nobody's freaking whipping child no more. All right. I'm telling you right now, Jaden Daniels is a star in that team. The Washington Commanders is going to be a thorn in our side. The only people we need to worry about, and to be honest with you, I don't even think we could beat them, is the freaking Dallas Cowboys because they're on a decline. But once Dak Prescott comes back, are they really on a decline? The Giants going to be last in the division. Yep. What are we talking about here when it comes to Jaden Daniels? Jaden Daniels is a star. He's going to kick our ass for the next 10 years, 12 years. What the hell's wrong with y'all? Like, I'm sorry. Let me just calm down.
Wait. You said we're not going to get too far. What's happened has happened.
Yes.
Let's listen. Let's get our own quarterback. Let's worry about us, right? And that's what I want to say. Oh, yeah. You're right. Let it all out. Right. And Jeff, stop us when you need to get something out here. Yes. There it is.
Thank you.
Jeff,
the notepad.
I want to talk about something else that makes me frustrated.
What is it?
Could I vent to you here? Because there's another thing that gets me frustrated. It's about the fucking Empire State Building. Why is the Empire State Building flashing green when the Eagles are going to the Super Bowl? What are we doing here, New York? What are we doing here? You think that Philadelphia's tallest building is flashing blue and red lights when the Giants are going to go to the Super Bowl? And when does it stop? Are we going to flash green every time the Celtics get to the NBA Finals? Or yellow when the Lakers get to the fucking finals? Like, what every team other than New York, we're gonna celebrate everybody else, but ourselves. Be fucking proud. Be New Yorkers, dude. We're not supposed to celebrate anybody, especially Philly, especially Boston. Like, what? Stick up for yourselves. Don't go grief. You should be embarrassed. Whoever is running this show at EBS, Empire State Building, ESB, whatever the fuck. Some people should be fired. They should be embarrassed. This is the second time this happened, right? E? It's the second time we're flashing green when the fucking Eagles are going to the Super Bowl. What are we doing? How's the pride as a city? We're weak. We're losers right now.
Yo, and that's and there it is. There it is. At some point, when do you take pride as a city? Like you said, there's no other city that's doing that besides us at this point. Like, we can't be that down bad. We can't be down bad. Empire State Building, you owe us a free on top of the deck view or something. Because I'm telling you right now, that was a terrible stunt you guys pulled. There's no other city in the world, sports fans, that's doing that in their city. They don't care about us. But here we are in New York. We got to be so inclusive, and we're the melting pot. So it only makes sense to do green and white for the Eagles, right? You guys suck. All right? This is not what New Yorkers is about. This is not what us New Yorkers inherited here. This is not us. You guys are showing weakness. I don't care how bad or how down bad we are right now. I just don't care. Something you just don't do as New Yorkers. And I bet you, if we go in there, we start to Googling and we look at their staff, and I'm sure somebody's a Philly fan in there. Please just come forward. Come forward. I'd rather you come forward. Matter of fact, come join us on a podcast so we could curse you out in person. All right?
I respect that.
I do respect that. But I'm still going to curse you out. It's a New York thing to do.
I at least respect it more if an Eagles fan trolling us and be like, you know what? Fuck you. I'm going to see how far I can get away with this. I'm going to do it twice. And they got the backlash the last time. And they're like, you know what? It went so smooth with everybody. Let's do it again. Like, what? Read the room.
Like, I would respect, like, you're a New York symbol. So, like, I'd respect you more. Like, if the Eagles lost and you lit up blue for Giants fans to celebrate, like, that's the angle. That's how people will love you. I don't know if there's a deal where they have to do this or they're getting paid to do this or whatever, but like, fucking A, dude, it's awful. It's just right in line with how everything else has gone for the Giants. We got Thibodeau out in the streets looking like a fool.
Hold on. Before we get to Thibodeau, guys, hold on.
Holy shit, a super chat.
We got to get to this. Is that the bar? Is
this Bill the Bar?
Is this the bar?
I don't know. If it is, thank you. It is Bartlett. Either way, we're coming with the heat, and we appreciate you for joining us.
For real.
Bartlett, we are so happy for you for joining us. Yes, we're pissed. I'm mad as fuck right now. I'm mad as fuck. In so many ways.
If we give you guys nicknames, you got to stick to it. Okay. He said it's not the bar. It's not Bill the Bar. It's the Bartlett. Hey, listen, round of applause to you. Only get another air horns.
Bartlett, thanks for might be your first time joining. We appreciate you. Thank you,
man. Thank you, man. We appreciate you, man. Thank you.
And real quick, Goose, I like where your head's at, but they tweeted that it's for the Eagles. They could have, like, we're just thinking about St. Patty's Day, just going green for an hour.
It's early in the game. Don't worry. It's early in the game.
Yeah, but guys, thank you so much, man. Appreciate you.
First show. It's his first show live.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
Nice.
I love it.
Welcome
man.
We love you already, Bartlett.
I'm both happy and mad that you are joining us on our most angry show, probably. But hey, but switch topics here. Don't switch topics. The anger.
Nope. I still got to get this therapy session out real quick, guys. But I'm gonna let y'all go first. Kayvon Thibodeau, outside, looking like the predator he is in this Twitter streets here. Predator's probably such a bad word, but we'll go with it. In these Twitter streets, clapping back, shooting these boys at their head tops here. Guys, I'm on a roll. I'm just going to keep going here.
Just go.
Yo, you guys cook, okay? I got to jump.
Love you.
You guys do your thing. I'll catch up. Love you guys.
Love you.
The best.
Let me say this. Speed, let me say this. Looking at Kayvon Thibodeau in these Twitter streets, shooting at the ops, as these young kids say, goes into it with Dez Bryant, who hasn't been relevant in God knows how long. Yes, you're catching a stray too, Dez, because we don't care about you. Okay.
Yeah.
By the way, you telling us all about the stuff we already know, Des. I already know you trying to get your interactions on X. I get it. We're the low-hanging fruit here, Des.
Sure.
So as fans, we got to give it back to you. It's only right. But the one person I will not expect for somebody to shoot, as they say, he's shooting his shot, is a player on the New York Giants. Well, why? People go, why? Why he can't shoot back? Because they stink. That's why he can't shoot back. They stink. You just can't sit there and tell me you giving your best effort on X. You giving your best effort at clapping back because you got time today on X. But we seeing you getting pushed out the way, not even pushed, just a little out the way and can't even make a tackle. When you got to go back into coverage, you don't even know what coverage you're in. Cover 2, cover 1, man. Looking crazy back there. That's a defensive coordinator. That's another story. But nobody got time for you, Kayvon Thibodeau.
No.
I would respect this more if it came from Dexter Lawrence. Because now I'm like, oh, man, Dexter Lawrence really clapping back. But, hey, easy, man. Let us take over, Dex.
He's an
I
all-pro.
respect this more if this was Darius freaking Slayton. That's the most consistent wide receiver we had on this team for God knows how long before Malik Neighbors. Let's call a spade a spade. He's been the most consistent wide receiver on this roster here. So if it was Darius Slayton, I respect it. But Kayvon Thibodeau, who only came alive for the Washington Commanders and will now forever won't come alive for the Washington Commanders ever again. He won't.
Yeah.
He will not come alive for no Washington Commanders game because those Commanders are good. But Kayvon Thibodeau is out there talking about, I got time today. No, sir. You don't have time today. What you need to have time for is to watch film. What you need to have time for is to hit the weight room. What you need to have time for is to work on your drills and agility. What you need to have time for is to stay off the damn internet and win us a damn game. We're tired of this. We don't want to hear none of this as Giants fans. And let me speak for me because some Giants fans go, oh, you're supposed to ride out with your guy anyway. Yeah, I'm riding out with my team. I love my team. But at the end of the day, that was so stupid. How you clapping back at someone and you suck and you stink? How? Make this make sense to me. Des Bryant had a great point. There's no one on that team that's good besides Malik Neighbors, he said. And to be honest with you, we can go down the list of who's good. But guess who's not on that list right now? Kayvon freaking Thibodeau. You kidding me?
Facts.
Guy drafted at number 5 and everybody, this one dude said in the comments he was drafted 4 and everybody wanted to be a smart aleck. No, he was 5. But what does that matter? It does matter. Because that draft and that high value, you're supposed to produce. And he ain't produced nothing but clapping back on X. Kayvon, I told you, and I said this time again. If you guys watch New York Revival, I've said this time and time and again. I will be up your ass until you play well. There's no hate here, so don't get on X talking about they hating on me. We ain't hating on you. Play the damn game and play it well. We know you got the talent. Just you ain't flashing anything right now but Twitter fingers. Stay off the computer and hit the gym. Y'all suck. You stink. And this is what happens when you have poor leadership within that locker room. Because if that was a real captain, they'd be like, yo, what you doing? You look stupid out here. I don't care. But no. Think the Giants care about you? You're just a player. Sit your head down and produce. Get in that gym, young man. But no, there's nobody sitting there pulling his coattail saying it's wrong. But you got all the former players talking about, you got to do it sometimes. Yeah, sometimes you got to clap back. No. You the eldest player. You should be like, yo, chill, young man. Let them fans go take care of that. That's what they're there for. Not doing what you're doing on there, man. Go hit the weight room, bro. Go hit the gym. Go hit the film room. Clapping back. You got time today. Then get time for me today. Kayvon Thibodeau, get time for me. I play the dungeons pretty damn well, brother. I really do.
Let's go.
So get time for me today. Clip that, man. I'm sorry. My bad.
Yo, listen, you're speaking just facts. And listen, far be it from me to be a Des Bryant backer. I don't love Des Bryant, but he didn't say really anything wrong. He didn't say anything wrong. He said, hey, you're headed towards bust. Like right now, the Giants don't have great talent. We are a bottom 3 team. Technically, we are the worst team in the league. We're tied for the worst team in the league. We have no talent, and he goes out and says, "Hey, Malik Neighbors might be the only dude out there." And he missed Dex, he missed Thomas, whatever. That's neither here nor there. The overarching point is we got nobody, and we let Saquon walk. That's fine. I even agree with it. But he said, hey, you better watch your ass because you're going to get cut. Who are you to be talking to me? You're about to get cut or traded. And is he wrong? Is he wrong about that? Kayvon is closer to being a bust than not. You should not be talking. And I even if you want to stick up for your team, I get it. You of all people should not be talking right now, KT. You can't be talking. You're the face of our losing franchise. You are the face now. Saquon has moved on. Daniel Jones has moved on. You're the highest pick. You are the biggest bust. You and Neil. You guys are the faces of our losing.
You in the same class.
Go to like
how are y'all both bust in the same class, not too far from one another? I'm sorry.
He can't hold Dez Bryant's jockstrap as a player right now. He can't. Dez Bryant was a good NFL player, a great NFL player at times. Tibbs, you haven't cracked near great. You are not even a Pro Bowl player at this point. So kindly get back to work and make your team better so you can talk shit down the line. Now ain't the time. Man.
And Speed.
Let the fans do that shit.
That's a fact. And Speed, let me say this too, Speed. He's sitting there. He got his feet kicked up on the shout out to our guys there, the Mellow podcast. Forgive me, man. I forget the name, but the Carmelo Anthony podcast. He's sitting there talking to Carmelo Anthony like he just had a whole record-breaking season. Kayvon Thibodeau was like, yeah, I can play basketball better than I can play football. Yeah, Carmelo, yeah, I'm nice at it. Like, dog, you sound good, and you look good doing it. But let me tell you something. Right? Let me tell you something, bro. You just not good on the field, Kayvon. You're not. And listen, we go to training camps, and listen, I'll stay behind it, brother. I'll stay behind it. Again, I'm not hating you. I know the potential in there. I know you could play well. It's just nobody's giving you the push. So if I'm here to push you and you see me at training camp and you want to say hey, brother. Hey, I'm right there. I ain't going to run from the smoke. You dig what I'm saying? But let me make this clear. You just not good enough. You just not playing to where your draft pick is. And this is what some fans are tired of. Now, I do understand most of the Giants community sitting there like, oh, man, no, what's wrong with you guys? You're supposed to be having this back regardless. We're not having the back of that because just not too long ago, you guys are talking about the fans don't know what the hell we're talking about. And I'm paraphrasing here. When the media asks you questions when fans are flying stuff over, they don't know what they're seeing. They're on the field. You guys are getting at us. You guys are getting at us at the end of the day for being fans. But that right there, we don't need to see that from our players. We need you guys to be like, yo, man, we're going to try to bounce back and work. Let's lay low for a minute. Let them hate on us. Let's sit here and fight back. Let me go back a little bit, Speed. Giants sucked for years, man. Or the Giants was just an average team when Eli Manning was here, Justin Tuck, OCU. When those guys wasn't winning and making it into the playoffs, it wasn't on social media talking about, man, let me go clap back at everybody that said we couldn't make it to. You know what they did? They went out there and won another Super Bowl after 2007, 2008 when Plaxico shot himself and they didn't make it to the playoffs that following. They went out there and won another one. They went out there and worked and got another Super Bowl. They went out there and bust their hump. There wasn't on social media doing all that. The Giants laid low. They laid as low as possible until they was out there winning. And that's when the whole stomped you out. And that's when I got a ring. And that's when all that stuff came on out. Because they proved it on the field. Now you can talk your mess. Now you can. But now the Giants can't. So Kayvon, sit down, relax, and go work on your craft, young man. And if any captain is looking at this on the roster, shame on you for not pulling his coattail and be like, yo, man, sit down. You look stupid out in these streets, bro. What are you doing? Lay low. What the hell are we doing, man? I'm sorry, man. I'm done.
Yeah, listen, if he just responded with a simple, like, writing emoji, like, or something like that, and like, yo, take note of the people talking shit now. I respect that a little bit more. If that's what how you want to play it, but don't go ahead and say, hey, we got, we still got some stars here, and, you can't be talking shit. No, you deserve all the shit you're going to be talking. And we have people in the comments saying, this is why people don't want to come here because fans are getting hard on them. We're hard on you because you suck. The team sucks. If the team wasn't sucking, we wouldn't be getting hard on everybody. But this is pause. Sorry, the way I said that. But we would. No, but like it's listen. He is the face of losing. It's why Saquon took the shit. It's why Daniel Jones took the shit. I mean, Daniel Jones deserved it. But like you are the face of this franchise. and we are terrible right now. Of course, and you don't have to play to back it up. You don't have to play the shit talk. So we want you to go out and back it up. Worry about yourself. Everybody's worried about everybody else. No, stop worrying about everybody else. Worry about yourself right now. And that's all I gotta say about that. But wait, we have a super chat.
Yep, let's do it. Super,
AJ.
super.
I gotta say, AJ, I love you. Thank you for the super chat, man, and thank you for joining in. But this might not be the show that I can talk you off the cliff.
Yeah,
As a Giant fan, man.
just this
it's
one.
hard. This is a venting.
Usually we're good. You're
Yes,
right.
usually we're good. This is a tough one, man. But we're all venting here together because we got to get this out. It's not good to keep this shit in.
No.
It's not good to keep this shit in. And Barry Gooster, appreciate you, my man. Another super chat. I know it can't be helped right now, but man, I'm just tired of hearing the Giants mentioned every time.
Yeah,
Saquon sneezes.
I'm done.
Let us
I'm done
suffer
with
in
that
peace,
too.
man. Dude, we're
done.
just lost. Yeah, we're lost as a franchise. We're lost as a city. We keep talking about it, but even to pivot to my other New York teams, the Mets, who are my favorite team right now. Like they're going back and forth with Pete Alonso. We get Juan Soto. Everything's looking great, right? But even this shit can't go well, right? Now we got fucking Cohen and Stearns, our owner, going at Scott Boras over Pete Alonso. Pete Alonso is about 20 home runs away from being the all-time home run hitter in New York Mets history.
Right.
He hires Scott Boras to get him the most money in the league, right? And instead of hey, this is the best time in New York Mets history. We got the best owner we have. We just signed Juan Soto. Things are looking up. Pete goes out and he doesn't get what he wants. And now Stearns, the Mets GM, and Cohen are going up against Scott Boras. They're button heads, man. They're button heads. I'm sick of it. I've been hearing about Pete Alonso signing back with the Mets since last October. And I'm sitting here and just make a decision, yes or no. This and Scott Boras, fuck you. His agent wants to get this guy money. He whispers sweet nothings into Pete's ear. You're going to get millions and millions of dollars. You're going to be like Aaron Judge, like Juan Soto. I got them millions of dollars, and he's going to get up against the Mets. He's holding their feet to the fire. Shout out to Stearns. Shout out to Cohen. Stick to your guns because you're not going to get held over the fucking barrel here. Just because you're a billionaire doesn't mean you get held over a barrel. I love that Cohen's sticking up for Stearns and letting him go. And they have this like fan fest for the Mets. And GMs never speak about negotiations. You hear it. You very rarely hear this guy shit. Cohen comes out and he says, hey, this is a frustrating negotiation. This is even worse than the Soto negotiation. I'm sick of it. You're offering us bullshit deals. And you know what? We're spending money elsewhere, Pete. Either step in or step out. We're we're done. We're done.
Shocked it wasn't. I'm just shocked it didn't get to that. I'm just shocked it didn't get to that. Listen, I think you guys would be okay without Pete Alonso. No disrespect to Pete. Yeah. I think you guys would be okay with them. You know what I mean? Without him. You know what I mean? So for him to play hardball the way he is, I just don't. Again, do you want to win a championship or is it about pockets? You get what I'm saying? Like,
you want to be a Met?
You want to be a Met or no? Because at this point, some players, man, they really just care about their pockets, and there's some players that want the legacy, like a la Tom Brady. Look, give me all the Super Bowls because I know it's going to come with everything else in between. You know what I mean? So,
come on, bro.
Pete, from here to New York Revival, you want a legacy because the Mets are on the rise. They're trending up, and I'm a Yankee fan. Bro. I can't. Hey,
Yankees, listen, we're Yankees are a good spot too. But
no, they are. But we'll stick to the Mets.
We're still
here.
fucking angry.
Yeah, we'll stick to the Mets here, right? But do you want to join this ascending team or do you want to go and chase the money? Because if you're chasing the money, go be somewhere else on another team.
Happy time in Los Angeles with the Angels, who are the worst team in the league, or Toronto.
Because that's who's going to pay them to fill seats.
Yeah, Toronto. Go ahead, go to Toronto. Nobody's going to care about you up in Toronto, Canada. Sorry,
cares.
Pete.
Nobody cares.
No.
You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, Pete, get it together, bro. Get it together.
Come on.
Look at some of these comments, man. And shout out Very Gooster, man. This guy is really, really on it today.
Love it, Goose.
So we appreciate you, man.
I
don't know what Coach TJ was saying, man. You sound confused. Everyone wanted to defend Leak for his comments. What comments? Leak?
So I mean, Leak was talking shit about I don't know. Was Leak sticking up for the Giants? I don't know what recently happened. But let's talk about that. Leak is in contention for the Rookie of the Year. He put his play on the field.
Oh yeah, Coach Missy.
And he backed it up. You can talk if you're a dog and you're doing your shit on the field. KT Was he talked about as a rookie of the year? No, not even close. He had 4 sacks his rookie year, 11.5 sacks in his second year. We think, hey, KT's back. He's on the rise. Follows it up with the shittiest season of his career in year 3. That's the problem. Listen, KT, you want to talk shit? Go out and be an all-pro and back it up on the field too. That's what we're pissed off about right now. That's
Coach,
the issue.
And you missed it, Coach, because I said if this was coming from Darius Slayton, if this was coming from Dexter Lawrence, AT, I'll be like, okay, no, let us fans take care of it, dog. But Kayvon, nah, man, you're doing a lot more talking than showing. Be about that action, boss. Take some advice from my man Marshawn Lynch. Be about that action, boss. And depending on the time that Leak said these comments, again, I don't remember. I got to go back and actually see, man. There's a lot of stuff that happens, man. We don't remember too much. But if he said this at the top of the year or the 2 games in, 3 games in, your hopes are still high for that season.
Yeah.
So of course we're gonna rally around that. But with the season playing out the way it played out, for a Giants player to get on hand and then to start talking mess. Like they won 1 game at home. They won 1 game at home, and that brought us to number 3 draft pick. But you couldn't even defend your home, and you want to defend your account on Twitter from a washed up Des Bryant? Des Bryant just looking for clicks and any type of attention to get a paycheck. And you could have just let him float and let the fans eat him up. But you got time today. No, you don't. You don't. Your time.
You got time because you're home. You're sitting home. You're not in the playoffs. You're nowhere near the fucking playoffs. That's why you got time.
Like, dude, show us your workout regimen. Show us that you're working on agility drills. Show us that you're in the weight room. Show us that you're at Giants facility looking at film. Show us something. Because right now we're just all sitting back and just assuming, man, this guy's just sitting there doing nothing and watching the playoffs, watching X. Nobody got time. You don't got time today. And listen, and shout out to all the former players. I respect and I love y'all. But chill, man. This is just this. You can't applaud that. That have you guys worked, all the people that are defending him, former players, you guys have Super Bowl next to your name. You do. You guys have Super Bowl champs next to your name. Some of them are 2 times. So how are you gonna be like, yo, chill, man? We're gonna ride out? No. You go like, yo, man, somebody get this guy. He hasn't done nothing yet.
Right.
Get him off this thing. Until he figure out how to beat 11.5 sacks, and it's not mostly during the Washington Commander game because you're up and down, sit down somewhere, kid. Go work on your craft. Let them fans eat him up. That's an easy eat up for Des Bryant. Anybody can eat up Des Bryant, bro. Anybody is easy. You get what I'm saying? But, bro, like, dog, no, that's not the way to go. Somebody should have pulled your coattail. I don't applaud this. I'm a Giants fan, and let me make this clear. Both of us, I'm speaking for both of us. We're all Giants fans. I love this team. I love the stuff they bring. I'm forever, no matter how bad it is, I'm forever a Giants fan. But this ain't it. I'm telling you right now, I didn't feel comfortable with this. And don't try to question our fandom either by saying, yo, it's the Giants, you're supposed to stick together. This ain't no gang banging. This is freaking professional sports. What the hell's wrong with y'all? Gotta ride with blue no matter what. No, I gotta ride with what's right. That was cringy. That was so cringy, like, looking at that. Like, dog, what did you do? Read the room. Y'all suck. Y'all stink. And everybody else, get him, because misery loves company. Get him. Y'all sound crazy. Win us a game. Win us a lot of games, actually. Please. Before you clap back at anything.
Well, and now you have former players like Brandon Jacobs who say, hey, I'm rooting for the Eagles to win the Super Bowl. How far have we fallen as a freaking franchise, man, that we have our former players rooting for the Eagles, man, like, and rooting for Saquon? I get it. But, like, you think Brian Dawkins is out there saying, hey, I'm rooting for my guys on the Giants to win the Super Bowl? No, you wouldn't catch Brian Dawkins dead saying something like that. Like, where the fuck did Giants pride go, man? We lost that shit a long time ago.
Too long.
And man, we need it back. We need it back. I hope they get a game changer that can bring this shit back to us, man. It's a bad place. We're in a bad place.
Listen, man, and later on, down the line, we're going to start dissecting some of these quarterbacks. Me and Speed's been going to war, so we said, fuck it. Let's just bring it to y'all, because every time I turn around, Speed sending me something, I'm sending him something. I'm combating what he's saying. He's combating what I'm saying. So we might as well just put it in display and let you guys figure out what the hell.
Hopefully we'll get one of them. Hopefully we got a piece of one of them, but that's for another show.
I'm hoping, but bruh. Anything else, Speed, before we get out of here, man? Poor Josh.
Listen,
poor Josh.
We're gonna save it. We're gonna save it for the rest of it for tomorrow, because we're going live tomorrow. We hope you guys can come back and join us. We just have to get this out. We'll talk about the Bills. Poor fucking Josh Allen, man. Poor Josh Allen again. Like he gave it all again. He was right there again. And Patty Mahomes' greatness. We're gonna talk about that. And the Rangers were right there. Excruciating loss. Dude, it's just hard it's hard right now. It's hard out here as a New York fan.
It's a roller coaster.
I'm angry and I'm beaten down. I'm tired. And this was our venting session. I need to come to you, E, and get this off my chest.
Usually we kind of do like a Twitter space and do the vent thing. But guys, I think the next time, what we'll do tomorrow and Speed, we'll talk it over. Maybe we'll open the lines up and just have people talk to us, man. Maybe we'll do that.
Come on.
Maybe we'll do that. Maybe we'll do that.
I'm
man.
not
Have you guys talk to us. Come on the air. You don't got to show your face.
We can't be the only ones. We can't be the only ones that are this angry. Get it
looking
off
at
your chest. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm looking at everybody in the comments, man. They're very agitated. They're upset here. So maybe we need to just really host a session for them. That's what we need to do, man. Shout out to the X comments. Shout out to Rob, too. I see X out there, too.
I see you out there.
But Speed, let's get the hell out of here, man. This is supposed to be cool. Let's get the hell
Sorry,
out.
I got to go to a fucking shop, and I got to pick up my car because on my Monday morning, I got a check engine light come on. That's another, you think, hey, a thermostat, it's going to be $100 fix, right? No, apparently they have to take apart the whole car to get to this thermostat. So you get about $800 of fucking labor on top of that. I'm pissed, bro. Everything's coming up shit. Speaking of shit, I'm potty training the little one, and this motherfucker doesn't want to sit on the toilet. So I got to sit his ass on the toilet nonstop. I'm about to sit toilet 2,000 times this weekend. We're potty training this weekend.
Yeah.
I'm ready to Joe, give me one of those rooms where you can break shit in because I want to rent it. I want to just break a whole bunch of shit. We should just do that. We should just do that. Put like a couple of things on there and just fucking take a eagle picture.
You know what you need? You need Tommy's. We need a night at Tommy's, guys.
Ooh.
We're gonna have to make this happen soon.
Oh, bro.
But yes, man, Studio 18. Hit that like button, man. Please, guys. We do appreciate all the support. If you want on X, don't forget to hit that heart, retweet, hit that notification bell, and follow as well. Don't forget to come on YouTube, hit that subscribe button where most of the comments and everything is jumping, going crazy. So we do appreciate you guys. Shout out to the 396 people that are watching in the building. Don't forget tomorrow, 8:30, we will be live. I think we'll open up the lines to you guys and let y'all vent for the night, man. You heard us vent.
I like that.
So let's hear y'all, man, and we'll put the link in the chat, and you can come on up and just talk, man. And depending on how many people, man, we have to probably get you guys in a little quick and go, but we'll see what happens. All right, but let's have some fun, man. Good.
Shout out. I'm gonna have a special Rangers guest on next Friday for Freaky this coming Friday for Freaky Friday. Be there. We're gonna set a show at like 1 o'clock, 1:15. I haven't decided yet, but set your notifications because Ryan Mead from Blue Shirts Breakaway, he's the best. He's the best of the best. He's coming to talk to us about the Rangers, and hopefully they can bounce back to that. Hey, TK, we see you.
TK, we love you.
We see you. We're gonna do Tommy's. We're gonna do Tommy's. We need it.
I text TK on the side, right? Because I'm like, yo, man, I gotta text him, man. Tell him, I miss him and I watch the pod. Yeah, you coming to Tommy's. I don't like come hella high water. You're coming to Tommy's. All right,
Let's
TK.
go.
Hands down. You're just gonna see how it goes, man. But shout out to you, TK. But yeah, let's open and invite the Tommies, man. Let's do that. Yeah, Heffer's on the top. Yeah.
Hey, listen, everybody's always invited to Tommy's. It's a party. We do this shit live. We just do it live.
Honestly, yeah, we talk like this pretty much, dude. Like we drinking and having a good time and just talking like this at the bar, guys. This is us at the bar, literally. But Speed, man, take us out of here, man. It's your boy Eli Rax, aka Vibes, Mr. Glass Half Full. Hit that sub, hit that like, Spotify, on iTunes, on everywhere, man. All right, go and check us out, man. But we appreciate y'all. See y'all 8:30 tomorrow. We'll open up the lines to you guys and come vent with us. All right, I'm out. Speed, take us out of here.
Peace.
New York Revival, I'm in the building.
Let's go.
Live with the Wood Live.
Let's go.